Hi, my name is Kees and I help people from doing to being. And today I'm here with another video about trust being your next level. Trust is your next level because anything new can only be done with the trust that you'll succeed, or the trust that you'll try, or the trust that this is a necessary or good step for you to take. I think, especially in spirituality, we often forget that on the equation of any new change or any idea, there's trust on the other side. And one quote which I like, I think it has been said by many Buddhist teachers that the way or the teaching has two wings, like a bird. It's like a bird that can fly, and one of those wings is knowledge or wisdom. We acquire knowledge, we understand non-duality or oneness, we understand compassion, love, we can understand mindfulness. But on the other wing, there's always trust. And not only understanding, but also the execution. So trust and is a very important part of that. Because without trust, all those teachings make no sense because they don't allow you to do anything. If you don't trust, then you're not doing anything because you're not taking the leap of faith, right? Faith and trust is kind of the same thing in a way, because you need to have faith to trust, or you need to have trust to have faith. In a way, it's putting your money where your mouth is. If you think we're all one, then why are you consciously thinking or worrying about yourself, or worrying about you as a person not being enough, or improving yourself? That, by definition, is not trusting in the oneness, that there is nothing to improve, that there is nothing to do, and then just going into your heart and seeing what naturally wants to happen, and just allowing that. One quote which I heard from Adyashanti, but it's a quote by Anthony de Mello, that he said, enlightenment is cooperation with the inevitable. So instead of you resisting what's already inevitable, it's cooperating. And that's what trust is. It's saying, okay, you want to let go, then you need to trust that if you let go, you'll feel more peaceful. If you want to relax, then you need to trust that if you relax, you don't become too relaxed, or you don't lose yourself, or then you're not part of society anymore, because society is stressed and I'm relaxed, so I have a problem, So those are, those are things to think about. I hear often people understanding, for example, non-duality or any type of spiritual teaching, or when I teach more mindfulness-based concepts, I hear people saying, okay, but what if you meditate, or you meditate during the day and you let go of the importance of thoughts and thinking, and you basically let go of the importance of anything, because importance is just an idea. It's making it bigger than it is. then will I be part of society, or will I still be able to do my daily chores, or will I still be able to manage my responsibility as a parent? Um, will I still make enough money? And the truth is, you don't know. And the only thing what we can do is keep on to our concepts that make us scared or make us in scarcity or in survival mode. We can hold on to them. Or we can trust that if we let go of the bad stuff, more good stuff will fill our lives. And especially with a concept like letting go or non-duality or something like that, or enlightenment, or all these big concepts, it needs a little bit of trust. My life, in my life, that's one of the biggest things I had to work on. And it happens through experience, that you learn to trust your intuition, that you learn to trust life in general. A lot of people are not trusting in life. Life is here for you. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. It's for you to learn. It's usually for you to find out where you still have attachment, right? Where you still have pain, where you still haven't let go, where something can still trigger you. And then you let go of that. You go through that, and that experience is here to help you. So every type of experience is here to help you. So either it's a good experience and you don't learn from it, but you like it, or it's a bad experience and you learn from it and you can let go of something that triggered you, because otherwise it wasn't a bad experience. Otherwise it wasn't labeled as a bad experience because it didn't trigger you. So when we learn more of maybe the knowledge that trusting would make sense, right? And this is also what I try to teach you in these short videos, is help you understand that it makes sense to let go. It makes sense to trust. And that you're already one, and that life is carrying you. You can move along with the flow of life, even though it doesn't always give you what your mind wants. It doesn't always give you what your ambition wants. It doesn't always give you, the shiny objects that you want. But it gives you something better, and that's the lessons that you need to learn here on planet Earth, and the insights that you can gain, and the experience necessary to, on a soul level, expand and learn and go to the next level. So trusting that is super important. And one of the things that can help is that you understand that you're a non-physical being having a physical experience, or an eternal consciousness that's having a temporary human experience. And that can help you understand the beauty of this, but also help you to trust that there is, more. We don't have to get everything out of this life. Of course, if there are some opportunities and you like it, you go for it. You don't say, I'll save that for later. That's not smart. It's if it's presented to you now, let's go for it. If it makes sense. Not everything makes sense in the moment, but you can feel it. And that's the interesting with any type of thinking process we can use for decisions. Makes it really heavy and difficult for us to actually get a good decision, because we can argue either way. What helps is that we have a sort of trust that through the flow of life, a decision is made for us, and we can convey that decision and then go for it. Even though we don't know which or what is right in 20 years, we have no clue, and we go forward anyway. We do our things anyway, and we trust. We trust that the waiter hasn't spit in our soup. We trust that the bus driver is sober. We trust that the pilot hasn't had the wild night out, or the doctor. We trust in so many things, and in reality we don't know. We don't know whether it makes sense to trust, but we trust anyway. We have to move forward. We cannot question everything, and we shouldn't do that with our own lives as well. Of course, it's not a bad thing to question things or to think about them, but we don't need to overthink them. We don't need to, if there's not thought naturally occurring, we don't have to think about things. We can also just let go of those thoughts. Oftentimes, on a deeper level, we already know. We already know the decision has already been made. But we're just struggling with the fact that a decision has been made, which our mind does not immediately like. It wants to rationalize it and it can't. It finds it hard to rationalize it. And I've learned for myself to convey and make decisions without sometimes having a rational reason for it, without knowing it. So yeah, I think trust for any new step that you're making, but especially in any type of spiritual process or personal development process, we need to trust that life gives us the right ingredients, that the article which we're looking at now, the video which is popping up on YouTube, all those things are trying to tell us something. It's life telling us, hey, this is interesting for you. This matches life experience. If you follow this path, you actually get the lesson which you're supposed to learn. And especially if you're open, then you'll learn lessons faster and you can move on in life and grow in life much faster than if you're not open for growth opportunities, if you're not open for what life has to offer to you. So my advice is to trust, and that doesn't mean that we don't have our eyes open, even though we can trust the guy that's or girl that's guiding us in a foreign country. We can still think, okay, but maybe they're leading us to a bad place. We keep our eyes open, and that's what we do with life as well. We don't try to over question it or overthink it. We just go with the flow, with what makes sense to us in the moment, but we keep our eyes open to anything that might come that might change our mind. And we can do that. The best way to be alert is to be relaxed, to be chill, to be meditative, and to just be here and to look at what is happening. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm still evolving, and let's evolve together. Thanks for watching. Bye.